The successful midweek journey to Iceland, Aberdeen manager Willie Miller has to do without the injured Jim Bett. But Lee Richardson comes back into midfield after missing the last 2 matches. Scott Booth and Mixu Patalainen are on the bench. The former Celtic winger Joe Miller starts his 4th consecutive match for Aberdeen, supporting Shearer and Jess in attack. Still only 25, he's clearly relishing his 2nd spell at Pittodrie and scored the Aberdeen goal against Rangers in the League Cup from the penalty spot a couple of weeks ago. Rangers are still without injury victim Richard Gough, and Ian Durrant makes way for Peter Houstra after the midweek match against Levski Sofia. The other change is the relegation of Duncan Ferguson to the bench and the introduction for his first team debut of Charlie Miller. He's exactly 17.5 years old and joined the club last summer from Rangers Boys Club. He's skillful and quick, and he's likely to play up front alongside Mark Hateley. And for the top match this afternoon, one of our best rated referees, Mr. Bill Crombie from Edinburgh. A great atmosphere inside Pittodrie, enhanced by the new Richard Donald stand behind Ali Maxwell in the Rangers goal. And a very good opening there by Jess. The cross just too high for Shearer. 2 goal scorers from midweek, Ian Jess, who scored a couple against Valor, and Duncan Shearer, who scored the first, trying to combine there. The Rangers trying to settle in what are very difficult overhead, blustery, windy conditions. Playing surface is immaculate, but it is difficult overhead. There's Mark Hateley, that's for Houstra, who's offside. Well, that was a good opportunity, but Houstra raced forward there, a little bit over-anxious perhaps. Richardson doing well to find Wright. Offside against Shearer. So Aberdeen with a back 4 of Wright, Irvin, McLeish and McKimmie. Miller, Kane, Richardson and Connor in the middle. And Shearer and Jess up front. Joe Miller gives them the capacity though to switch quickly to 4-3-3. And Stuart McKimmie is penalised once again. That aerial challenge on Hateley. Trevor Stephen this time for Rangers. Well, hopeful from long range. Crisply struck it all right, but not threatening Snellers. Some encouragement coming from the touchline there. The assistant manager of Aberdeen. Presley getting a bit of Jess in the air, but the Aberdeen striker's in possession again. That's a good effort there. Shearer! The opener for Aberdeen! 16 minutes on the clock. And the fruits of the labours of Aberdeen in the opening quarter of an hour. That fine finish from Duncan Shearer.
Yeah, here we see Ian Jess getting possession, confident on the ball. Looks up and says, I might as well take a crack from here. Unleashes a tremendous well-hit shot, but I think Ali Maxwell will be disappointed with his performance here. But there's Duncan Shearer, right position to score.
Well, Duncan Shearer deadly in that position. He kept this down well under severe pressure. Ferguson to Robertson. This is Houstra. Stephen Wright very quick in the turn there, denying Houstra the chance to send the ball across. So Dave McPherson and Stephen Presley have gone forward to join the Rangers attack here. The outswinger from Houstra. Duncan Shearer back defending. Every Aberdeen player back in the box for that corner kick. Good header that by Ferguson. Now Houstra being shown inside by Wright. Well, Rangers is not really getting much from the wide positions at the moment, Billy.
No, that's right. And I think the way they're set up, it's essential that they make tracks down either side and get some good quality balls in to allow Mark Hateley to go and try and power a header or two in. But with the young lad Charlie Miller playing up alongside him, they're going to need Mark Hateley to come and meet some of these balls and give Charlie Miller a chance to lose that sharpness and pace of his.
Stephen Wright's cross, not enough height. Ferguson to Stevens. Trevor Stephen wants the ball forward. Whistled out of it instantly by Richardson. Now Connor. Good running by McKimmie, and it was very well read by Presley. Went across very early indeed for that. Richardson. Not quite what he intended. Stevens across to McPherson. Good cushion header there by McLeish. There's Richardson, very strong in possession. Joe Miller has drifted inside. That's for Shearer. Well, long deep cross, but no one again coming in the far post. That's been a problem for Aberdeen so far. Robert Connor playing that quite deliberately against Stephen for the corner. Knew exactly what he was about. Mixu Patalainen and Scott Booth warming up for Aberdeen. Paul Kane once more with the in-swinger. Swirling the ball in. There's Shearer. Severely pressurised by Presley all the way. This was a chance.
Yeah, Aberdeen's causing Rangers all sorts of problems at these corners. I honestly think that Ali Maxwell's going to have to take responsibility and come and take these balls at the minute to take pressure off his defence, because they're difficult for defenders to handle.
Time there for Kane. That's right, Kane again. Richardson caught offside. Very close.
It is very close, this, but you know, I just wonder if Gary Stevens played him onside there.
Presley's pass. David Robertson again, very quick. Good play by Joe Miller, then by Paul Kane. Jess on the turn, holding off McCall. Still retaining possessions. Fine play by Jess. Absolutely brilliant. And the own goal conceded by Stephen Presley, but that goal belongs surely to Ian Jess. Disaster for Presley, but what a wonderful play this was from Ian Jess. 34 minutes of the first half gone.
Yeah, it's tremendous play from Ian Jess, confident on the ball, whips in one of those difficult balls right into the heart of Rangers defence. Here we see him stands up to a tackle from Stuart McCall, looks up, knows what he's wanting to do with the ball, whips that dangerous ball in there, and unfortunately for Stephen Presley, he's hardly any option but to turn it past his own goalkeeper.
Tackles coming thick and fast. Well, Aberdeen with his two-goal cushion, Billy. You think they're worthy of that?
Yes, I do. They've been much more confident in defence, much more compact, very, very competitive midfield, and certainly up front they've been much more creative, particularly Ian Jess. He's been prepared to get the ball down, go at Rangers defence, and they look to have an unsettled look about them at the back. Individually, they're working hard, but they don't have a collective unity.
Charlie Miller with Hateley. Here's Charlie Miller, well tackled there. Superb tackle by Brian Irvin. Beautifully timed by the big central defender.
Yeah, well, Charlie Miller does well here. A nice 1-2, but Brian Irvin, who's had a superb first half, makes a good saving challenge, and the danger is gone for the minute.
Still Rangers trying to come forward. That's Stephen brushed aside by Richardson. This is Shearer. Kane playing it long, allowing Richardson to continue the charge forward. Well, he's gone down there after a collision. Well, he seemed to be very happy to go down, I have to say, Lee Richardson. Perhaps realised there wasn't a great deal on.
Yeah, well, here we see them chasing for the ball. I think he's just run out of legs, and I thought the act of falling like that had gone.
The referee checks his watch as Aberdeen have this free kick. What a killer blow this could be if they could do something with this. Kane flights it in. Maxwell comes to collect. And the half-time whistle goes. A tremendous reaction from the Aberdeen supporters, and that's thoroughly justified after an excellent first-half performance. The opening goal scored there by Duncan Shearer in 16 minutes. And then a tragedy for the young Rangers defender, Stephen Presley, who conceded the second goal in 34 minutes of an own goal. But the man who did the real damage for Aberdeen was Ian Jess, who was the creator of both these goals. Aberdeen with a deserved lead. It's Aberdeen 2, Rangers 0.
7:30 Sunday, October 31 at the Sydney Football Stadium is your chance to experience the atmosphere and excitement of world-class football. Argentina, twice world champions, take on Australia in this first leg World Cup qualifier. Australia and Argentina are desperate to make it to the USA in '94, so make sure you're there for a night of explosive action. Australia versus Argentina, Sunday, October 31 at 7:30. Tickets from Ticketek are on sale now.
No change has been made by either manager for the start of the second half. Rangers with options on the bench in the form of Neil Murray and Duncan Ferguson. Apart from goalkeeper Colin Scott. The outfield players for Aberdeen are Mixu Patalainen and Scott Booth, but it's no surprise that Aberdeen have left things well alone. They coped so well in that first half, and they had that sparkling first half performance from Ian Jess to give them such inspiration. So the Rangers defence trying hard to settle again. Dave McPherson be given the chance to come forward. Ian Ferguson forced to turn back, but again the snapping challenge came from the Aberdeen midfield. That time it was Robert Connor. But Connor, Richardson, Kane and Joe Miller have all been very busy in that area in the first half. McKimmy's header. McKimmy forcing it forward. He's caught late there by Ian Ferguson. Well, a lot of food for thought at the interval for the Rangers manager Walter Smith. Billy, what do you reckon he might have been saying to his players?
I think the most important thing he's going to say to them is not to panic in the early stages of the second half, because you've got 45 minutes in which to get something back. One goal will transform the game, because that will put Aberdeen on the defensive and put Rangers on the ascent, as it were. But the most important thing, they've got to settle, they've got to prevent Aberdeen from going any further in front, that's for sure. And they've got to try and get a little grip midfield to try and get a pass or two going so they can maybe prompt the forwards.
A little shuffle there by Paul Kane in the Aberdeen midfield. Here's Joe Miller nutmegging Houstra. Kane going forward. That's towards Shearer. Undoubtedly a chance. Well, once again the Rangers defence looking anything but comfortable, and that ball came in.
It's a delightful ball into the middle. Eliminates the defender, and Duncan Shearer will be very disappointed with himself there. That's the type of chances he normally thrives upon.
Presley's header, first to the ball is Connor. Well tackled by Stevens. Had an hour of the match now, and Aberdeen will be very happy, I think, to have retained the two-goal lead through that opening phase of the second half. This is Jess. To accept the throw this time. Stuart McKimmy now will take the throw. Connor to McKimmy. Well, once again, Aberdeen tending to overload on the near post when these wide situations are created. Ferguson linking with Hateley. And a fine effort there by Ferguson. Didn't have real power in the shot, but certainly enough to trouble Snelders.
It's a good interchange between the two big fellas, and when the ball comes across, he tries that speculative overhead kick, but it's well saved by Theo Snelders. Here we see the cross coming in. There it is, but it's well covered.
And that's Kane overshooting Scott Booth for the pass forward. Gary Stevens again, the aerial route preferred by Rangers. That's for Duncan Ferguson. Ryan Irvin's clearance. Well, another ball in danger of being lost. Back it comes from the stand. This is as good as a corner. David Roberts running up in the tunnel he knows so well. That's a good ball in, punched away by Snelders. He really has to take responsibility there. The corner kick's been given, the linesman indicating to the referee the ball was out. Just way back in defence now. And Mixu Patalainen is also preparing to come on for Aberdeen. So that's Trevor Stephen with the in-swinger. Reaches Hateley. Back it goes to Ferguson. That was closed down by Wright. Ferguson again! He really is deadly in that position, Ian Ferguson. And perhaps given too much room by Aberdeen.
Yeah, they have difficulty in clearing it here, but Ian Ferguson hits a tremendous shot, but just past the post, and Aberdeen just defends on that occasion, just perhaps a little bit slow and get out to attack the ball.
And the player coming off is Ian Jess. Well, he's entitled to the kind of ovation he's getting right now. Marvellous performance. And Mixu Patalainen replaces him. Well, I imagine that Willie Miller wants Aberdeen from midfield to play balls to corner flags for Scott Booth and his fresh legs to chase. Closed down by Richardson. It's awkward for Stephen. Richardson gets some help from Connor. Kane inside. To the middle it goes for Booth. He's quick enough to chase this. Very well marked by Presley. Good strong defending by the youngster. Comes Ferguson from the flank, trying to head that into the path of Hateley. Well judged by Wright. No foul, says the referee. Here's Gary Stevens. Hateley's out of the middle for the moment. That's good determined play by Patalainen defensively, but what a bad clearance it is. Returned there by Robertson to Ferguson. Great goalkeeping by Snelders. Now that was important. To be able to hold that with Hateley racing in on top of him, the mark of a top-class goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, you see a well-shot shot, but this is how to handle the situation. Down he goes, confident, gets his body behind it, holds on to it, takes the danger out of the effort, and obviously makes life a bit more comfortable for his defenders.
Aberdeen have a problem because Scott Booth has gone down. He was clearly in some difficulty, perhaps damaged a hamstring in the run there with Stephen Presley. He's come back into his own half, but clearly he's not going to be fit to continue. Did you see that one, Billy?
Yes, it was that run that he had through the middle with Stephen Presley. Probably, come on, just still a little bit cold. Very hectic game, a very demanding game, and asked to play a demanding role, and I think the hamstrings just let him down.
But into injury time, shouldn't make any difference to the destination of the points for the match. Rangers still coming forward, pumping these high balls through the middle, which Brian Irvin and Alec McLeish have coped with so well. Here's Haitley. And once again, Irvin is there. What a towering match he's had for Aberdeen in defence. Outstanding in the heart of that defence beside McLeish. Headed away by Richardson. Patalanian's the player who's had to go forward to replay Scott Booth. The final whistle goes. It's been an outstanding victory by Aberdeen. They played extremely well throughout the match. Duncan Shearer with his outstanding finishing produced the opener in 16 minutes after excellent work by Ian Jess. Stephen Presley the misfortune in 34 minutes of conceding an own goal after a wonderful play by Ian Jess, who was clearly the star of the show until he went off near the end. But these Aberdeen supporters applauding, and applauding justifiably, one of the best performances provided by their favourites for a very long time. Rangers in the end, well beaten. It's Aberdeen 2, Rangers 0.